everybody. Trying something new tonight. Play Lego Lord of the Rings from Telltale Games. Don't know how far we're going to get, but this will be part one in an ongoing series. Well, maybe an ongoing series, depending on how many people watch it. Whatever. This is probably one of my favorite Lego games, one of my favorite Lord of the Rings games, and just one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I really like this game a lot. So much so that I bought it twice. So, yeah, I bought it for the Xbox 360 way back when it first released, which was, I don't remember, 2013? Something like that. If there's any problems if you're watching this, please let me know. This is my first video stream I've ever done on this channel. So, don't know exactly what I'm doing. So, if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. Desktop audio is really high. I'll lower that a little bit. Actually, I don't even know if you guys can actually even hear that, because to be perfectly honest, I don't know if I have the audio set up for you guys on the game. It is set up for me, but I don't know if it's set up for you. You'll have to let me know in comments or in the chat. So, either way. Alright, so. So yeah, I bought this game twice. Once on Xbox 360 back when, a little bit after it first came out. And then just recently I bought it on Steam when it went on sale because I like it that much. And I just recently went through it again on this. My controller is not working. That is strange. Well, imagine that. Already running into problems. Isn't that always the way? Now it says that it's connected, so. Let's see if I. Uh-oh. Looks like it's going to relaunch the game. That is odd. Oh, it's set up on controller. I mean, on the. You know what? This isn't. It's going to blank out here for a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and launch it again. And hopefully it will. I think what happened is I launched it without, yep, there it is. I launched it without the controller being active. I think that's what it did. So, yeah. So, this is one of my favorite Lego games. I've played a lot of the Lego games of this style. If you are not familiar with these Lego games, you're missing out on some really cool games. They're not perfect, but they are very, very cool. Let's see. Slot 1. I just recently finished this save slot 100%. We're going to start here with slot 2. Oh, can't load. New game. Go to slot 2. So the Lego games are essentially, they take a pretty famous franchise and they apply kind of an action platforming format to them. And they're really cool games. And they apply this format to them. And there's a little bit of humor in there. You can see, like that dwarf, he doesn't have a ring. He has a, oh, see, he pulled out. That guy dropped his ring. Desire power. And Mordor fires Mount Doom. I mean, you can't tell me this isn't cool. This is almost watching a movie in Lego form. Granted, it's greatly truncated. But Elrond, Elendil, and Isildur are all here. So this is the first level of the game. Now all the stories of this particular game are they're greatly abridged. So if you're planning on, you don't have to worry about this game lasting for a really long time. So the game has collectibles that you can get, as you can see on this screen. On the left side of the screen, you'll see the treasure chests. Those are called mini kits. Every level will have up to 10 mini kits that you can collect. Now, you can't collect all 10 mini kits right out of the gate. You'll have to come back in what's called free play. Once you complete a level, you can go back into the level in free play with all the characters that you've unlocked and try and collect the other mini kits that you were unable to get during the first playthrough. And even then, this won't be possible until later in the game, because every character, one of the staples of a Lego game, is that every character has unique special abilities. For example, the characters that I have right now, Elendil, Isildur, and Gil-galad. Gil-galad is an elf, and elves in this game can jump really high, and they can perform acrobatics. They can jump onto poles and do swingy things, and that's their special ability. Elendil, and later in this chapter, Isildur have the sword Narsil, which can break particular types of Lego objects, and that's their special ability. And then later on, you'll get other characters who have other special abilities and so on and so forth. And you'll need these special abilities to do certain things. Like if you look in the background, up underneath the stud bar there, you can see these targets. Now I can't do anything about those targets right now because I don't have a ranged character. But those are, well, spoiler, you need to shoot all 3 of those targets to get a mini kit. And up here, you can see a mini kit that's buried. I don't have a character who can dig right now, but you can get another mini kit by digging that mini kit up. So, and that's how these games play. Now, earlier I said that this particular LEGO game was one of my favorites, and that I had played quite a few. Why is this one favorite? It's actually one of the older ones, because I think the level design in it is probably one of the best. It really makes you feel like you're playing scenes from the movie. Like right now, I'm in the Battle of the Last Alliance of Elves Min at the end of the Second Age, and I think that's really cool. And I can switch between these characters. Like if I wanted to, I can play Gil-galad. In this particular part of the level, I'm trying to defeat certain amount of orcs. Oh. Mount Doom erupts. And we're going to advance. So here, you can see these orange or glowing rocks, and it's telling me to press the Y button. Well, what it wants me to do is it wants me to choose, and it won't let me, it wants me to choose Elendil, because he has Narsil. It's the glowing sword, because the glowing sword can break these special blocks, because I need to bring these orcs down so that I can defeat them. The narration by Galadriel. Really cool. The power of the ring could not be undone. Checkpoint. Oh, look, there's Sauron. Coming to wreck us all. I think we better save it. Whoops. Now these studs that I'm collecting, these little gold and silver pieces, this is the game's currency. This will allow you to purchase characters later on and do some other things with it. Oop, jumped right into that like a dummy. Now these silver blocks right here, I can't break those either. I need a special, or you need explosives to deal with those. And there's only a couple ways to deal with those in this. Oh, Sauron's stuck. Need to break his mace. Take that, geek. Oh. Whoops. I'm not really that good at these games, so don't expect any championship level play or anything like that. I have played this a lot, but that still doesn't mean I'm very good at it. So if you're expecting any real, like, good gameplay, that's it. You're not going to get that. I'm just here to play it and kind of show it off, kind of hang out. Oops, no. They have tons of Lego games for a lot of franchises. Like, they have Harry Potter, they have a lot of Star Wars ones, Pirates of the Caribbean. They even have one for The Hobbit. They have Indiana Jones. Be careful with the Hobbit one, though. The Hobbit one's good, but it only covers the first two movies. Why they did it that way, I don't know. It was rumored at some point that they were going to release the Battle of Five Armies as DLC, but that never came to fruition. So the game ends exactly where Desolation of Smaug ends, with that stupid look on Frodo's face, and he says, "Oh, you know, Smaug is about to go wreck Lake Town," and that stupid look on Frodo's face, and he goes, "Oh, what have we done?" And that's where it ends. Peoples of Middle Earth has defeated. And now we are in Mount Doom. So you'll notice that at the top there is a little bar that counts how many studs I have. There's two ways to count the studs. There's a numerical counter, and then, well, it disappeared now, but break this and make it come back. So that bar up there in the middle, that is the True Adventurer bar. That's another, like, collectible type way to I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. Usually I'd make a big deal about trying to get True Adventurer, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. So the values of all the studs is silvers are worth 10, golds are 100, and the blue ones are worth 1,000. And then there's purple ones that are around, and those are worth 10,000. That cracked wall up there, I can't do nothing with at this point. You need toss dwarves for that thing. Oh, 1 of 5. Can't do nothing with it though. Won't be able to finish that, so not going to worry about it. Oh, orcs. Orcses. Whoa, why am I falling backwards? I have noticed that the PC version of this game does some awkward things. During Fanghorn, it did some really strange things. I mean, later on, even outside of free play, I will be visiting this level again, because later on, Sam and Frodo will come back to Mount Doom. They have to destroy the ring. They have to do what Isildur couldn't. And that level, I might be doing that level a few times because that level is prone to bugs. I'm almost at true adventurer. I might as well try. Not that far away. I could probably run through it and get it if I wanted to. I mean, later on, as I'm going through the 100% run through, well, see, ended up getting it anyway. It doesn't matter because there are these things called score multipliers that will multiply the number of studs you get, and it won't matter. No. Elrond, just bitch slap his ass and throw him into there. That was a nice detail that they kept in this and in the movie. The reflection of Mordor in the ring. A lot of people don't notice that. Who is that? AKA Schmeagol. Level complete. Yay! Free play unlocked. And our first characters are added to our roster. Yay! Almost forgot to move my mic into a more manageable position. Might help better for you guys to hear me. I can just add that. Bilbo, the ring is still in your pocket. I've seen this movie way too many times. Probably one of the greatest adaptations of a book, though. Hey, why is it daytime all of a sudden? Come on, little stand wise, Gam G. Who been dropping? I ain't been dropping no you, sir. Getting sick of knocking his head against those stupid chandeliers or lanterns, whatever. Alright. So now the game starts proper. The prologue is kind of like a little training thing. You get the intro, you get the voiceover from Galadriel, straight from the movies. Well, mostly straight from the movies. They chop it up a little bit, but. And here's where you learn how the game actually works. So we get these little ghost studs, which isn't new to the Lego games by this point. Okay, this is the second Lego game to have a big open world. And what I mean by that is, hey look, we have Middle Earth. And this is the first real level. Okay, so Lego Batman 2 introduced us to a big map like that. Before that, the game was centered around little like hub areas where you could choose which level you wanted to go to. And at first, you had to go in order, but after that, you could do free play, but you would go. You were kind of constricted to this little hub area. So for Lego Star Wars, you were in the Mos Eisley Cantina with little doors that were represented for each level. And then in Lego Batman 1, it was the Batcave, and Lego Indiana Jones, it was Barnett College. And in Lego Harry Potter, it started to open up a little bit. You had Hogwarts, but it was still pretty constrictive. It wasn't nearly as open as this. But then Lego Batman 2 came out, and you had all of Gotham City that you could explore. And it was pretty cool. And you could find things in Gotham City, you could do certain things. They had little like side quests, and here in Lego Lord of the Rings, they expand on that. So you can find these little map stones, and it drops all these little like icons around. These question marks are side quests that you can do. They're little like fetch quests. They actually refer to things that you can find in levels, little like items and things like that. These mithril bricks are bricks that you can collect in the particular area that they're in. We're not going to worry about those right now because just like the free play, you typically need special characters in order to do it. Some items will flash this. They'll have a little sun or a moon, which means they can only come out during that particular time of the day. This game has a day-night cycle. If you go to a map stone, because the map stones also act as fast travel, each area, I can't see it right now, but each area will have a map stone, and if you choose a map stone, you can go to that area, and it'll ask you if you want to go there during the day, the night, and that's how you can collect these day and night cycle things. These are blacksmith plans. In Bree, which is right here, there is a blacksmith, which is what the mithril bricks are for. Using the mithril bricks you collect, you can unlock, you can create and unlock mithril inventory items. And what that'll do for you is, once you unlock mithril inventory items, you can use them to actually circumvent certain character abilities. Not all of them, but certain ones. Like this very first one that's kind of flashing right now is the mithril trowel. It will allow you to dig and plant in special areas, which is another character's special ability. Sam's, actually. So, which is actually one of the reasons I like Lego Lord of the Rings more than other games, because this is the only game that does that. Lego Hobbit does it too, but this is the only game that does that. Like, you can't circumvent other characters' special abilities that way. So later on, when you're doing free play, you can choose the character that you like, and you can stay that character. You don't have to choose other characters except for in really niche circumstances. By just choosing equipment to complete the objectives that you need to do, or complete the puzzles that you need to get done. These painting graphics are really cool too. Ooh, Frodo! I went to a con recently, got my picture with all 4 hobbits. Dom and Sean. I only remember their hobbit names. I can't remember their actual real life names now. I feel bad. Billy Boyd, Dominic, I can't remember, Sean Astin, and Elijah Wood. That's it. I got my picture with all of them. It was me and a group of friends who went there, and it was actually really cool. They're all really cool people. They had a panel where they talked about their experiences on set and did a couple other cool things. And this is what I mean by a cool level design right here. Like, this level's called the Black Rider. Like, it's all stealth based. Like, you can't jump, they just roll. Normally these characters can jump, but you're trying to avoid the sight of the Black Rider here. If Frodo gets too close, like here, I'll show you. He gets tempted to put on the One Ring. And the music gets all dramatic and everything. There's a couple levels like that. There's one where later in Amon Hen. So this is a dig spot. I need Sam. So I'll choose Sam. The only thing that I don't like is sometimes the hobbits are a little hard to distinguish. It gets a little easier later on, especially when Merry and Pippin get their armor from Rohan and Ms. Tirith, but that isn't until much later, and by then all the hobbits have kind of separated from each other anyway, so... Oh look, there's a mini kit behind here. There's just one less I'll have to get later on. These small hatches, only small characters can go through them. So like dwarves and hobbits, Gollum, characters like that. Aragorn and other normal-sized characters can't go through them. If it seems like I'm going too fast, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to speed run it. I'm really not. This is an actual space you can go into. It's just dark. You need a character who has a light to go in there. So later on, when Frodo gets the file of Elendil, what is it? The glowy rock. Elendil. I don't remember what the heck it's called. You can go in there, or wizards can go in there because of their staffs. They have light spells. They can go in there too. And again, you'll have you'll be able to get equipment items that will allow you to go in there too. I have that actual Lego set, Tower of Orthanc. Comes with Gandalf, Saruman, Treebeard, and Wormtongue. And a couple orcs. Palantir. Palantir. Kill the one who carries it.
When would Saruman the wise and valiant reason for madness?
Ah! Oh, now we gotta do some magical battles. Put my shield up. Block those sweet fireballs. Now we're going to do some telekinesis. I knew where that mini kit was. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I just recently went through this game, and I just wanted to get it out of the way. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Later on, you'll get an extra block that shows you where mini kits are through kind of like a little arrow system. But it's kind of a pain in the butt. take that, Saruman. You jerk. I think in the Xbox version, Saruman has a life bar. You can see the hearts that you're dealing damage to him, so you can tell. Well, you know what? That may be an option. Am I missing that? Maybe not. Hmm. There's not many differences between the Xbox. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, kind of derailed here. A little bit on. There's not any real differences between the Xbox version and this version, except for tiny, very tiny things. Yeah, well, kind of being a jerk about it, man. I actually bought this game 3 times, now that I'm thinking about it. I bought it for the Xbox 360. I bought it, and I bought it for the 3DS. Now, the 3DS version is completely different. And it's an okay game. I enjoyed it, but it's definitely not the same. It's not the same experience. I would definitely say user beware when buying any DS or 3DS version of a Lego game. They handle differently, and they are very they are very awkward. So, who am I anyway? Looks like I'm Mary. I think I'm Mary. This level I know particularly well because in my last run through there was a mini kit that I was having some problems getting, so I must have played this level, I don't know, 10 or 20 times. It was actually getting kind of frustrating. Hopefully I'll be able to get it this first time through. I should be able to, because it's not a mini kit that's buried behind some kind of free play character thing. So there's 2 ways you can get you can choose your character. You can flip between them by rapidly pushing Y and hope you get the one you want, or you can hold down the character select button and choose them from a wheel. Oh no, I couldn't have got that anyway. Mary does fishing. That's one of his special abilities. So I'm fishing for something. Looks like a crab. Light that bridge on fire.
that we can go across the river here. We need Sam, though, because we need to dig up this dirt patch. Now, this game is dark, but the Pirates of the Caribbean one is exceptionally dark. Me and my wife played through that game, and we actually had to turn up the brightness on the game because there were points in that game where it was so dark that we just couldn't see. We actually had to turn up the darkness so that we could see where we were jumping to and where we were going. It was just too dark for us to see. We couldn't make the jumps. And like I said, I'm not going to worry about True Adventure too much. Could probably get it if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to try and get that mini kit, though, so. Well, no shit, Sherlock. So the kit I'm looking for is all the way on the right of the screen here. So I'm just going to hug the right side of the screen, and hopefully I'm going to get it. And it's not going to be a problem. Now I got True Adventure anyway, and I got the kit. Cool. So I won't have to worry about getting it next time I go through. Buckleberry Ferry. Frodo! 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 Froyo! YOLO! 20 miles. I think they're gonna beat you. Just saying. The average travel speed of a raft or boat on water is only about 3 knots, maybe if you're lucky, with the current, which is about 3 or 4 miles per hour. The average travel speed of a horse is about the same as a dude, which is about 20 miles per hour, so just saying. If they have any inkling as to where you're going. You're kind of hosed there, bro. Still in the Shire, sort of. Actually, we're not in the Shire anymore. The Shire's that way, over there. We are now in... Well, that's Hobbiton. We're actually in the Shire. We're in Eriador. This is where Tom Bombadil lives, which is unlockable in here, despite him not being in the movie. And here we are at Bree. Radagast is down there. Hey, look, Peter Jackson. Another map stone. Show me where all the stuff is. And we won't worry about any of that. So this is where we get our first introduction to the fetch quests, because you have to do one in order to get into the Prancing Pony.
You look like a helpful sort. Fancy making me a mithril trowel to replace my tatty old one? If you're in trouble, I'll let you in on a secret to help you seek out other quests.
Yeah, whatever. So most of the things that you got to do around here are not terribly difficult. So this is the blacksmith, and this is where we're going to get our first blacksmith plan, which is the mithril trowel. Every level has one, and then they're also scattered throughout Middle Earth. So what will happen is you go to the plan listings, you'll choose the one you want, it'll tell you how many mithril bricks you need. And then this is one of the things that I actually don't like about this game, because it's kind of a tedious process. Shows you this animation, then you gotta go over here, and then you gotta pump the bellows. If you're playing co-op, this actually interrupts what the other player is doing. So the whole animation just takes up the entire screen, and the other player's just waiting for the blacksmith to finish. And it does this whole thing. So yeah, so those are all the mithril objects. The entire screen right here, those are not all mithril objects. Those are all the objects that you can find throughout the game. You're going to find every level has 3 items that you can find, and not all of them are particularly useful. You gonna let me out of here? Oh, it wants me to choose it. That's okay. That's seems kind of unnecessary, but whatever.
Oh, thank you so much.
And then some of the quests give you these red bricks right here that you can find and buy. And now what these do is these unlock these extras right here. And these extras are very useful in making the game, I guess, easier. Some of them can be kind of cheaty, I guess. One of them is indeed invincibility. So, take what you will from that. But this is where, like, the multiplier for the scores are and things like that. I'm not going to buy this right now because I value my money more for characters and multipliers. They should have. You know what? I didn't think about this before. I've never thought about this. All the years I've had this game, I never thought about it. They didn't make Peter Jackson an unlockable character. It's odd. men's room. They're the Nazgul. Ring wraiths. Ah, schnog. This doesn't look like the Wild. It looks like Bree. Come on, man. So, like, here. Like this guy right here. Talk to him. He'll tell you what you want.
But I lost my soup pot somewhere in that road where that Black Rider was lurking about. Please find it for me.
So, he said he wants a soup pot, and it's where the Black Rider is. So, basically what he said is that there is a soup pot in this level right here, and it's one of the 3 treasure items as indicated by the treasure chest there. So you can find the soup pot in that level, but we're not doing that because we don't have the character capacity to do that. And we could probably do some of the things in this level. I don't. Yeah. As I was saying. But I don't know how many. Not a whole lot. I don't know why they didn't make Peter Jackson an unlockable character. They did stuff like that in other LEGO games. Like in Marvel Superheroes, they made Stan Lee an unlockable character. In fact, he's an incredibly powerful unlockable character. He has like all the abilities. He can do Spider-Man's web swing. He can Hulk out. In fact, in Marvel Avengers, LEGO Marvel Avengers, you can also unlock Lou Ferrigno, who can Hulk out. He's a version of the Hulk. And I think that's very cool. You can unlock Adam West in Batman 3, LEGO Batman 3. In fact, in LEGO Batman 3, you can unlock Kevin Smith. It's very odd. I think that's probably one of the oddest ones. In fact, in LEGO Batman 3, Conan O'Brien is a character. You can't unlock him, but he's a character. I think it's very strange. He's like a help character. He's always around, and he's always like, hey, this is the Batcave. This is where you can do this thing, and that thing, and the other thing. And I'm like, why the hell is Conan O'Brien in the Batcave? Why is he on a watchtower? It's very weird. Should have dressed up Peter Jackson as like an orc and had you be able to unlock him. Stylized his name or something. Yoxin or something. Yaxine or something like that. Frodo sleepy. What about seeking breakfast? Coming right up. Oh, my pan is empty. We can fix that. Let's build a fire. We'll grow something here. Oh, that's where we get apples or tomatoes or something. Tomatoes. Throw it in the pan. Call it a day. you at? Get to fishing. Put the fish in the pan. Build the sliding track. Go in the hobbit hole. More wood. Oh, an egg. Look at what I did. I stole an egg out of that nest. Second breakfast coming up. Sam can light fires. That's one of his abilities. And he can do these weird, like, cooking things. Like, there's a couple of them in certain levels where he gathers ingredients and then he can cook.
Just nice crispy bit.
Put it out, you fools! Put it out! That's nice!
This part always confused me. It's not in the book, but they're like, they know they're being chased by killer ring wraiths, but they're like, yeah, let's light a big old fire and cook like a freaking crazy breakfast or a crazy meal. They made the hobbits, especially Pippin, really kind of retarded in the movie. It's kind of silly. Like, they were a lot more self-conscious of their situation in the book. Whoops, that was dumb. Ugh. Come on, Sam. Whoops, don't fall off the cliff. Climbing Weathertop. Almond. Oh, what is it? What is it called? It has a specific name. It's not called. Its real name is not Weathertop. It is. It falls into the same category as Almond Hen. Because on one side of the Anduin near the Argonath, it's Almond Hen, and then Almond. There's three of them. There's 3 lookout stations. And they provide whoever's on top of them, like, great, like, powers. Like, Almond Hen is the ability to see far. And then the other one on across from Almond Hen, you can hear. And then Weathertop is another one, and you can. Oh, I can't remember. I don't remember. Well, I missed out on getting those. I can probably still get them. Oh, maybe not. No, did I miss out on that? Oh, nope, I can get them from here. Bingo. It doesn't really matter, but... built by the Númenóreans back when the Númenóreans were king of the entire kingdom of Arnor. That's why it's in such a dilapidated state, because the old-timey gods cursed the Númenóreans. That's why their kingdoms failed. They were unable to maintain them because of how things went. Because they grew too big for their britches, is basically what happened. They thought they were gods amongst men, which they kind of were, but their hubris was unchecked. Those ring wraiths are like, we don't care about you bitches. Get the hell out of here. Even in Lego form. They were like that in the movie and in the book. They're definitely like that here. So now we have another dual level, which is actually kind of cool. So we have Frodo in the Twilight Realm, the Unseen Realm, who needs to build these and then switch to Sam, who lights these fires. We need to light 5 fires. Should probably hit up that checkpoint too. Well, the ring wraiths will break those apart, so you gotta do it before they break them apart. I don't remember what this does. Let's see what it does. I think it'll bring out more wood. Yeah. It's 3. See, they're gathered around Frodo. You can kind of see Frodo, the outline of him. I need to switch to him because they're about to kill him. Or save him. Or whatever. Okay, where are you at? Come over here. I have that minifig. You can see him right here. Yeah. And then it comes out. You and your stupid fire. Ah, stabbed with the Morgul blade. Alright, so we don't defeat them by doing that. What we have to do is first thing we have to do is we need to make fire. Whoops. Then we select torch. Whoops. And try not to die. Ouch. Listen, you jerk-offs. Listen, Sam, you're just getting in the way. And last one. Smash him in the face. This is beyond my skill. Sam, your friend has just been killed with a poisonous blade. You shouldn't be excited to go see the elves at this point. You should be worried that your friend is about to die. The ward, by the way, that Gandalf has told you you must protect. Oh, I didn't make True Adventure. I'll be able to do it in... Oh... Definitely be able to do it. One. Ooh, gives you that sad noise when you don't do things. It's terrible. It's terrible, terrible. Continue story. Look at me, I'm so beautiful. I have to admit, when I first saw this movie, I had a huge crush on Liv Tyler, and I still do. Even though it's not Arwen in the book that finds them, it's Glorfindel. It's a male elf, and it takes them 2 weeks. Wasn't she just wearing green? Whatever. Doesn't matter. I think I'll end this at Rivendell. That way I can take a listen, see how things worked out, see if I need to make any adjustments, delete it, start over, whatever. So Elrond. Elrond Half-Elven. I was delayed. I watched the Philharmonic of how this song was played. It's amazing. This is probably the most metal song of Howard Shore's entire soundtrack of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. It's amazing. There's just this, to get the sound of the Uruk kind of army. There's just this dude with chains and a metal plate. It's just as long as he follows the instructions. Alright, so I think I'll end it there. See what we're gonna do next. If I'm gonna continue with part 2 or if I'm just gonna even continue at all. I'll delete this because maybe it didn't turn out the way I needed it to. Maybe you can't hear me, maybe you can't hear the game, maybe the game's drowning me out, vice versa, whatever. Until next time.